yourselves, okay? It's about to get very, very sad in here. Who are some of the saddest people that society has ever produced? Thomas Hardy. He wrote some of the saddest novels in existence, such as Tess of the D'Urbervilles and Jude the Obscure. He was shunned by Victorian society by being poor and from Dorset. Also, like, he lived in the Victorian times, so, like, he probably had a bunch of diseases. Very sad, had a lot to battle with in his life, but I think possibly the worst thing he had to battle with in his life was his receding hairline. Terrible, terrible, but his struggle did not end there, since he has had to deal with every creative's worst nightmare. Legacy overshadowed by a hotter guy with the same name. Sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Next up, we of course have Jack from Lost. Jack from Lost is very, very sad. He spends most of the show crying. If you haven't seen the show, basically what happens is he has these crippling daddy issues. His dad dies before he can resolve any of the issues, and then his dad's coffin is on the plane, and then the plane crashes on the island, and then he's the doctor, right? So he has to deal with the crash on the island, has to save everyone, and everyone's like, oh, Jack, you're the hero, you're the leader, he has to deal with all that, and then the ghost of his dad starts haunting him on the island, but then you later find out that's not the ghost of his dad. It's actually a sentient column of black smoke that's taking the shape of his father in order to try and kill him and or turn him evil. And also he is, of course, frequently cut by Sawyer. Very sad, very sad. Next up, of course, we have bin men. Bin men have every right to be some of the saddest people in our society. Why? Because they're underpaid, they're underappreciated. They have to get up so early. They get up at hours that, to me, don't even exist. It's unfathomable how early they get up, and also like inevitably, the worst part of their job, they are smell. It's sad. I'm just trying to, it's sad. They're gonna smell. It's sad. What do all of these three have in common? Boom. Look at how fluorescent these trousers are. They have been trying to draw our attention to this problem for years. So as we can see, it's obvious now that trousers are the common denominator for sadness. But to truly examine how and why trousers are sad, let me break down the anatomy of a trouser for you. So, there's meant to be a picture of trousers there. That's so weird. Sorry, must be the technical issues. There we go. Chinos, the most depressing of all the trousers. Perfect to illustrate my point. So, the anatomy of a trouser. We have the crotch, which is sad because it chafes, of course. We then have the front pocket, which some people don't know this, but the reason the front pocket is sad is because it's actually scientifically engineered to be a pouch of negative space. So what that means practically is that it's completely impossible, scientifically, to fit anything in there. Why do they exist? Nobody knows. Presumably just to psychologically torture us all. Next up you have the waistband, which is sad because it's all employed by a big belt and big braces. Some people don't know that either. These two superpowers are fighting a war, and our hips are caught in the crossfire. It's terrible. Next we have the fly, which is sad because it makes it difficult to pee-pee. We've got the butt part, which is sad because it makes it difficult to poo-poo. And then we have one leg for each of our legs, which is sad because it's a constant reminder that we are infinitely inferior to the mighty octopus. Trousers can be a dangerous beast, if your trousers are too tight, for example, that could lead to paralysis, suffocation, and even in some extreme cases, infertility. And if to madness. That was quite bad luck. So what do we do if we want to avoid trousers? Well, there are plenty of other options out there. You know, you've got the skirt, you've got the short, the skort, the jort, the snort, the distort, the licorice all sort, the deep in thought, the HMS Dreadnought, the USB port, and the Wheaton Romantic poet William Cooper once said, "Variety is the spice of life." And modern philosophers, the Spice Girls, once implored every boy and every girl to spice up their life. And, you know, with this kind of variety in our lives, it brings a positivity. You know, like one of the wildest and most outlandish and most expressive skirts in existence is literally called the can-can. Its name is a positive affirmation, reminding us that in a skirt we can do anything. We can soiree in a skirt. We can Rasputin in a skirt. We can even cartwheel in a skirt, although there will be a point during the cartwheel where you regret every decision you've ever made. And you're desperately trying to remember what kind of underwear you put on that morning. Or worst case scenario, you forgot to put any underwear on at all. And you're just thinking, God, I really, really wish there was a violent gust of wind blowing my veil into my face right now. Because sure, I wouldn't be able to see, but at least I would know that my skirts are being pinned to my legs so there's no possibility, and then you just have to hope that you get down the other side quick enough before I know. Side note, I found these pictures on a website called offbeatbride.com from an article entitled "How to Cartwheel in Your Wedding Dress." Straight people live in such a different world. Rather than these sad trouser-wearing motherfuckers, I want to talk about some of the happiest people our society has ever produced, and how you will notice none of them wear trousers. Let's begin with the obvious, witches. Witches are very, very happy. They love to laugh, you know, they love to cackle. And why wouldn't they be happy? You know, they have the ability to curse anyone who displeases them. You know, once a month they get the girls together and have a catch up and dance naked around a summoning circle. Like, oh my God, what a life! I'd love to have that life. You know, hashtag women supporting women. And what we can also learn from this brilliant illustration here is that they also have the ability to bewitch subservient men into doing their bidding, which is apparently wearing a pumpkin and playing an oversized tuning fork with a broom. Interesting. He doesn't mind though, he's loving it, he's having a great time. He's having a world tour. Why? He's not wearing trousers. The cat can't fucking believe what he's And if I may briefly further illustrate my point with another example from the supernatural world, just take a quick tangent to have a moment to talk about werewolves. Is it any coincidence that when a werewolf transforms from a man who is unhappy and lame to a wolf who is free and it's socially acceptable for them to frolic around on all fours, his trousers rip? Think about it. Next up, in terms of happiest people in our society, we of course have babies. And I think we can all agree, he was pretty happy. Babies love to laugh, you know, they love to giggle. They do cry a lot also, I'm aware of that. But I think what is important that we acknowledge is that they get food or attention whenever they cry. I mean, God, what a life to live. Wouldn't you be happy? I wish I had that life. It's incredible. It's comparatively much easier for them to pee-pee and poo-poo. And of course, they are blissfully unaware of late-stage capitalism. And if that was not enough to prove my point, let me bring it home with Winnie the Pooh. The symbol of positivity in the modern day, and not a trouser on him. I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. I believe that we could solve the male loneliness epidemic today if we removed the societal expectation for men to wear trousers. Look at how much fun they could be having instead. And on that bombshell, I would like to briefly bring us back to my title. So I've talked a lot today about the sadness of trousers, but what I haven't discussed yet is how majestic that sadness is. And I thought, what better way, what way can I illustrate that majestic aspect of the sadness of trousers? And I thought, what is more majestic than ballet? Something which is notably performed without trousers. A bit of Matthew Bourne there, of course. So it is at this point in the presentation where I would love nothing more than to perform for you all a piece of interpretive dance depicting the majestic sadness of trousers. Thank you.